Most of the pieces that I make are done as monotypes, and some folks don't know what a monotype is, so I thought I'd spend a minute or two and tell you a bit about that process. So when you make a monotype, generally people use something like this. It's a plastic plate, it's quite flexible, and you can put your inks on this plate and use that as your work surface. Now, there are lots of ways to add ink to this plate. You can use a brush, which is a very conventional way of doing it, or you can use a paint knife to spread it across there. I often use popsicle sticks as a way to drip ink on there and move it around. Sometimes I've used a ruler where I can use the edge and create interesting lines on the piece. Sometimes I even use this electric shaver cover because, as you can see, it has lots of prongs, and that creates all these interesting lines that you can make where you really are moving ink out of the way on the plate. I often use a razor blade to move ink in very interesting ways. So again, you can put ink on and you can remove ink by these techniques. And finally, one of the things that I love to use is telephone book paper. This stuff is fantastic for specifically removing ink from areas and fine-tuning the image that you want to have on the plate. Now, once you're satisfied with the work, then I take it over to my press, and I can put it on the press, put a piece of damp paper over it, and run it through the press. And when I pull that paper off, the ink is transferred from the plate to the paper, and I have my ultimate print, something like what you see right here.